You're investing in location. We've got access to so much great infrastructure, access to a plethora of parkland in the surrounding streets, access to an enormous amount of transport and shopping options. The property itself, immaculately maintained by the current vendor. You can buy with absolute confidence, knowing that you're securing your family's future right here, right now. If you'd like to get the sold sticker on the board, buyers, now's the opportunity to reserve that. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 4 Shields? Who'd like to start us off, buyers? I don't mind the call, I'm in your hands. Where can I see you start? I know it's windy and chilly here today, but you're going to have to brave the weather. Pull your hands out of those warm pockets and throw them up in the air if you want to buy. This is your moment, buyers. Time for you to have your say. I've certainly had mine. My instructions are clear here today. We want to get a sold sticker on the board. So if you want to be the one to put that up, now's your opportunity to do that, buyers. I don't mind the call. An opportunity for you to start from a position of strength. An opportunity for you to show the potential competitors here today that the keys do belong to you. You've got that opportunity now, buyers. Who'd like to start us off? Oh, perhaps a few shy bidders among us here today. I'm not so shy, I can start. If you'd like, I'd like to give you the opportunity to start at the level that you feel more appropriate rather than where I dictate we should start. You've got that opportunity now, you've got that chance now, buyers. I don't mind the call, as I said. I'll make it nice and easy for you with a vendor bid at 600,000. Doesn't get easier than that here in Epping at 600 now. At 600,000, I'll take participation rises of 25 at 600,000. 600. Oh, 600 is the vendor bid. 625. I'm asking for 625 for 25. Welcome, man. Best of luck. At 625 and the bid's here now at 625. At 6 1/4 to make it 6 1/2 now. At 625,000, still great buying at that. At 625,000, looking for 50 in the rise. At 625 the bid. At $625,000 now. Got to be 50. Once at 625 are we done? At 625,000, second call. At 625 are we done? Finished. At $625,000 the bid. For the third and final call at 625,000, all done, all finished, all signed and out at 625,000. I'll move along there with a vendor bid at 50 now, at 650,000 against your bid, man. At 650, you make it 75. At 650,000, at 650,000, mine against yours at 650. At 650,000, 75, can I say? At 650 the bid. At 650,000, still great buying at 50 now. At 650,000. Looking for 75 on top at 650,000 for the first call. At 650 are we done? At 650,000, second call at 650, done, finished. At $650,000 the bid for the third and final call at 650. Sorry? I'm hoping for 25 in the rise. So if you're going to come in with some strength, show the competition that you're here to buy. Can I say 75? At 660 the bid. At 660, I'll shorten my stride, then get you involved. Wish you the best of luck here today. At 60, same courtesy, ma'am, at 10 if you like. At 660,000, is that yes? At 660, at 660. If you nod your head, I'll take your money. At 660 now. At 660,000. Definitely? At 660,000, bid there, opportunity 10 if you like. At 660,000, fairly been offered now. Same courtesy to every other buyer here today, 10 if you like. At $660,000 the bid. At 660 the bid. At 660,000, only costs you 10 on top at 660 now. At 670 now, at 670. At 670,000, was that you, ma'am? Welcome back. At 670. At 670,000, fairly been offered. At 670 the bid here, and 80 now. At 680,000, 90 if you like, 700's better. At 680,000. At 680 the bid now. At 680,000, fairly been offered. At 680, got to be 90 in the rise. At 680,000, once at 680, done. At 680,000, second call at 680, done. Finished. At 680,000 for the third and final call at 680,000, all done.
Can we take one?
I won't take one. If you add another zero, I will. At 680,000, can I say 90, ma'am? At 680,000, still good buying. At 680,000, the bid's at 80 now. At 680 the bid. At 680,000, bid there. Opportunity here with every other buyer here today. At 680,000, first call at 680, all done. Second call at 680,000, done, finished. Third, final call.
Would you like to?
Is that the smallest pen you could find, Peter? at 680,000. I'll take 5 if it helps you get involved. Can I say 85? 680, bids there. 85 I'll take at 680,000. Once at 680,000. Twice. Third, final call at 680,000. All done, all finished. Silent out at 680,000. And we're absolutely short, 680,000. The bid's there, an opportunity for you to get ahead at 680,000. I'll tell you what, if you give me one moment, I will confirm with our vendor and I'll come back and seek instructions on that. So I'll just confirm that 680 bid. If you just give me one moment, I'll be back momentarily. Thank you. For your patience at 680,000. Bids with you, sir, 680. My instructions are clear. If there's no further bidding here today, we will deal with you exclusively as the highest bidder. If you have come to buy, ma'am, if you have come to buy, I must see interest now, and we'll take the 82 on instructions from my vendor at 682 now, and the bid's back here. Only dealing with the highest bid at this point. At 90 now, 690,000. It was a good bid. You can make one too, I'm sure of it. At 690,000, the bid's there now at 690. At 690,000, fairly been offered now, 690 the bid. At 690,000, fairly been offered. Bid's there, opportunity with you at 90. At 690,000 for the first call. At 690,000, we're done. At 690,000, second call. At 690 the bid. All done, all finished. At 690,000, bid there at 690 for the third and final call at 690,000. Man, what do you say? 690,000, the bid's there. You've been so strong from the start. We're at the pointy end now. We're very close to 690,000.
I started, I should be ending.
Well, that's absolutely correct, man. But the bid's with him at the moment. So if you do want to finish on top, you have to bid me now at 690,000. Can you get me to 700? At 690,000, the bid's there. Opportunity with you at 690, at 92, at 692,000. at 700,000 and a great bit at that at 700,000, even money. Don't let it scare you off, it's just a round number. At 700,000 the bid's there, I'll still take you two on top. At 700 the bid. At 700,000 fairly been offered now. At 700,000 fairly been offered, bids here. At 700 once, at 700,000 are we done? At 700,000 for the second call, at 700, done and finished, even money, at 700,000 for the third and final call, at 700,000, bids there at 7, all done, all finished, all silent out at 7. What do you say, ma'am? I'll get you back in for 702 if you like, at 700,000. So can I confirm that bid just one more time at 7? Bear with me one more moment, I'll be back momentarily, thank you. more for your patience here today. 700,000. Never an easy decision for our vendors here at 700,000. If there's no further bidding, so as I said earlier, we will deal only with you as the highest bidder. So if you have indeed come to buy, I have to see your interest now. The rights to negotiate with the vendor lay exclusively with the highest bidder. The highest bidder has the first and exclusive opportunity to purchase the property from the vendor at their reserve price. What that means is that I cannot entertain your offers or your interest after the auction. That right belongs only to the highest bidder. So if you have come to buy, make it known to me now at 700,000. Bids here, rights are here. Once at 700,000, done. Twice at 700,000, done and finished. Third, final call at 700, all done, all finished, all silent out at 700,000. Oh, buyers, join me in congratulating the highest bidder who has the first right to negotiate with the vendor at their reserve price. We'll be here for another 5 to 10 minutes if you have any questions for myself or one of my colleagues. Otherwise, have a